What's going on, everybody? It's Cody. Welcome back to the channel for the two-game Wnba Thursday night slate, 10K to first. The Caitlin Clark effect is in full swing. Still have 10K to first. Obviously, love to see that. Another Queen of the Court qualifier, number 10, I believe. It's a $98 qualifier. Super small contest. Those are the ones that I like the most. I have 2 tickets, so I'll be burning one of them. But let's look at my lineups from tonight. It is what it is. I don't think I'm going to sneak into the cash. It's really low scoring night, honestly. This was my GPP build. I always build one of my main lineup and then a lower owned GPP lineup just in case if everything goes my way and it kind of binks like it did when I won the Queen of the Court seat. I really liked Phoenix. I really thought they would be low owned. They were, every one of them. And I just liked the matchup for their guards, and I liked the bigs from the Liberty. John Quell had a great game. Sophie did cardio for the entire second half, just didn't do anything in the second half. Cloud had a good game. Dorka is fine. She was pretty cheap. Kind of disappointing still. Tina Charles went absolutely nuts, but she didn't do much in the second half. She had 32 or 33 at halftime, so she fell off. Plum is just having a horrible game, not shooting the ball well, 4 turnovers, just rough. My other lineup is even worse, and I mean, it happens. I mean, you're not going to win every night you play. If I can tell everyone anything about WNBA, it is super high variance. If there's value, there's a reason why they're so cheap. Now, if they're starting, it's a different story. But if you're just playing value to play value to fit in all the studs, you can't expect them to have great games over and over and over again. If they have a good game for you, you should be very happy. I played Birch. She got me 10 fantasy points. I'm happy with that. She played quite a bit of minutes. Hillman, 3 fantasy points. Brutal. Absolutely dead because I played 2 values or 2 punts to pay up for 4 stars. Ryan Howard absolutely busted hard in the first half. She put up a respectable fantasy game, but she was at 6 fantasy points at halftime. Stewie ended up at 31, one of her worst games of the year. She just didn't look right out there. Seawill is having a decent game. But I mean, it's not there. And Asia 41 in the third quarter. It's almost over. So going into the fourth, but I mean, still only 58% owned. That was I figured she would be the highest owned player on the slate, but don't know. The other my other lineup might sneak into the cash if Plum figures it out here in the fourth quarter. We'll see. Not really expecting much, but let's look at the odds for the 2-game slate, and then we'll go team by team and break it down. Storm and Fever, 3.5 point spread, over under 167.5. Sparks and Sky, 3.5 point spread, over under 163.5. Both these are kind of the same games for me. I mean, I'm not actively gonna play one game over the other. If I was, it would probably be Sparks and Sky. This game seems like it has more potential to pop, but right now I'm not expecting either of them to really just explode and be a really high scoring game where you have to have it for tournaments. Let's start with the Seattle side. Joel Lloyd, 10-4, continues to not really shoot the ball well. She had these two games where she shot the ball well. This game she only shot 13 times, so I mean you really can't even say she shot the ball well there because her usage is typically so much higher. She has an extremely high ceiling if the shot's falling. I like the matchup for her. We'll see what happens, but I'm a fan, and at 10-4, I think she's worth it for tournaments. Ezzy, 10-2. Price has went up. I mean, she had a great game this last time out. 13 real-life points, 12 boards, 5 blocks, and 3 steals. I mean, she has massive stock upside only in 32 minutes. She's fine. I think the price is a little steep on her. Just with everyone else that they have, she's like their fourth option on offense. She's gonna, if she grabs a bunch of offensive rebounds and puts them back in, she's gonna have a huge night, and that's what she did the last time out. Nneka had her worst game of the season this last time out. Still played 34 minutes, only took 7 shots. I like her to bounce back. Skylar had a really good shooting night. Played 35 minutes, shot 7 of 12. The assist numbers were down, which, I mean, she's been sitting at this 6, 5, 7. There's a 9 assist. If she's going to start scoring more, the assists will come back up. She has some upside at 8,500. Won't be very high owned in my opinion. Whitcomb, absolutely zero interest. You just can't trust her. 6K just seems too much for me. I mean, she's playing 23, 23, 20, and then a 10-minute game. And it's not like she played bad. She didn't play great, but this team, it's just weird. Their rotations are weird. Here's Horston, 10 minutes. Her minutes have steadily went down. They went 15, 19, 24, 15, and 10. She was not good. So I understand why they didn't play her. But they extended Vivian's, and they hadn't really done that besides the opener where she played terrible. Then this one game against Washington where she played 23 minutes. And she kind of had to because Nneka was out and they didn't really trust anyone else. But playing 27 minutes this last time out, she didn't even do much. Like, she just played more. I don't know. It's really troublesome if you want to play Horston or Whitcomb. Vivian's is 4,900. I would expect mid-teens minutes at the least, and upside to play low 20s. Just not, you can't expect much from her. Russell is going to play the backup 5. She's going to play low teens minutes. Not a very good point per minute player. If you land on her, fine. You just can't expect much from her. Nneka did not play, so can't really recommend playing anyone down here. None of them are in play for value. None of them are even worth a punt. On the Indiana side, lots of news to talk about. Caitlin Clark, I've talked about it in the Discord. She absolutely nuked. I told everyone that I thought that was going to be the game that she would pop. She did. She still did not shoot the ball well. I'm still waiting for a game like this. This 9 of 17 where she shoots over 500. Maybe she rips 6 or 7 threes. She has 60-point fantasy upside. She put up 55 here. 6 stocks. I don't expect that again. But the peripheral stats are there. I mean, 11, 12, 18, 14. There's 8, that's an outcry, and then the opener was 3. She has big peripheral upside. I mean, she's going to get some boards. She's going to dish the ball. She could play high 30s minutes, assuming this game stays competitive. I love her. Obviously, 11-1, highest price play on the slate. It should keep her ownership down, and there's not many people that you can play in WNBA DFS that can single-handedly win you a tournament like she can. Boston was absolutely abysmal to start the game. Ended up having a respectable game. Her second highest fantasy output. And she played like 4 minutes in the first half. Let's see exactly. I don't want to be lying to nobody. She played, so there's 2.5. Yep. She played 6 minutes in the first half. Then she almost played the entire second half. So if she can stay out of foul trouble, you can score down low on Seattle. I just want to see her be a little bit more aggressive. She just does not look comfortable. I'm hoping they start running more pick and rolls with her and Clark. Get your 2 best players involved together and let them grow together. Their coaching it baffles me. But don't mind her at 8,200. Obviously, she has a really low floor. But with Fag out, Fag is out for 2 to 3 weeks. They don't really have anybody else to back them up. It's really, I mean, they're not going to play Saxton. They have no reason to play her. She's not shown anything in any game that I've ever watched her that she belongs on a WNBA floor. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. Maybe it's wrong, but she just does not belong, in my opinion. Dantas is out. She's not with the team. That leaves Saxton, Samuelson, Nalissa, and Boston as the 4 bigs. Obviously, 2 of them are going to start. I don't imagine they play Saxton. Katie Lou has been bad. I mean, just awful. I don't expect them to want to play her for very much. That leaves Boston and Nalissa, whose price has gone down because, I mean, she's sitting 12, 19 minutes. She's going to have to play high 20s, maybe even into the 30s if she doesn't piss off the coach and just get benched. Only 3 shot attempts. I mean, the shot attempts will go back up, assuming she enters the starting lineup. If she don't enter the starting lineup here, I don't know. Her and the coach must just hate each other. But I love her for tournaments. You just got to know she could sink you. If her and the coach aren't seeing eye to eye, she could get pulled. I just think they're going to have to play her. I really do. I'm in on Nalissa tomorrow. I'm in on both the bigs for Indiana. Mitchell is fine. She's continues to shoot 15, 16, 17, put up a bunch of shots. She has not shot the ball that great. She is scoring dependent, so you just have to know what you're getting. 7,300 is about the most that I would ever pay for her for someone that's just strictly scoring dependent. Christy Wallace is starting these past few games that she's playing high 20s and even pushed for 31 in this game. She's fine. Obviously, 5 stocks the last game. That's not going to happen again, but she shot 2 of 9. I would expect her to shoot a little better. She's going to get you a couple peripheral stats. She plays hard, so obviously she's going to get to play because apparently that's the big thing with this coach. So don't mind her. 6,200 is kind of steep, but Wheeler is out. So that is a bump to Wallace. I would imagine that would be a bump to Hull, and they may even dust off Grace Berger. I love Grace to death. Would love to see her get another shot, but I don't know how many minutes to expect for her. I would expect a good tick up for Lexi, maybe low teens minutes. Fine punt play. If she gets minutes and the 3 ball is falling, I mean, she could be a great punt play. Moving on to the last game on the Spark side, Wnba 10-8, set it and forget it. Absolute lock play, just a walking 40 burger every time she plays. Played the entire game this last time. I mean, she's going to play at least 36 minutes, assuming no foul trouble. And you just know what you're getting out of her. She's an exceptional rebounder. 18, 12, 13, 10. She's a great passer. She's developed a three-point shot that she's not shooting a lot of them, but she's shooting them and making them. She's getting to the free throw line a lot. Her free throw percentage could be a little better, but just arguably the safest player on the slate, and I would actually lean that she is. She's even safer than Clark because you know what you're getting out of her. Just really happy for her after the way everything fell with the Aces and how much work she's put in after having her baby last year. Just love seeing her have so much success. Brink only played 24 minutes, only shot 1 of 5. Wasn't in massive foul trouble. They just didn't play her as much, which is very concerning. Obviously, she has upside. She's a great shot blocker. I mean, every game she's getting at least 2. She has some steal upside. She's a good rebounder, even though these past couple games she hasn't shown it. She has scoring upside. She's a great tournament play. Everything that I just said is what makes her a great tournament play. 8,800, not many people will play her. Lexi absolutely bombed last game. Only played 12 minutes. Only shot 1 field goal. 11 fantasy points. She's fine at 7,600. The price is getting a little up there for her, in my opinion. On a 2-game slate, if you land on her, I'm fine with it. You just need her to shoot like 6 of 14 and go back to these like high 30s minutes. If she goes back to that with her new role running the point, she has upside. But if she's not going to play mid-30s minutes, she's not worth 7,600. Clarendon already been ruled out. Kia Nurse shot the lights out last game, 5 of 6 from 3, 6 of 12 from the floor, 28 minutes, put up 28 fantasy points. That's what she'll do if she's shooting the ball well. If she's not, she can play 17 minutes and put up 4 fantasy points. Moving on, Rakia Jackson got the start for Clarendon. Played 23 minutes, shot 2 of 7, got to the free throw line a lot. She's very aggressive. You love to see that for DFS. Put up 19 fantasy points. Don't mind her as a contrarian tournament play. I don't think she's a must, but she's firmly in play. McDonald up to 5,800 from 4,300. Went nuclear last game, played 30 minutes, shot 6 of 9, put up 21 real-life points. Don't expect that again. I mean, I could see her scoring low double figures, maybe right around this 9 to 11 or 12 range. 21, just, that's not happening again. 5,800 is a little steep in my opinion. No real interest in Burrell. I know she played 12 minutes and played well. I want to see it more than just one time before I buy in. Cook, only 5 minutes, no interest. Talbot did play 10 minutes, but did not do much with that. We got to talk about Lee. She's perfectly fine for value at 4,100. Assuming these minutes are going to stay, 18 minutes and 16 minutes. If they're not going to play Brink 30 minutes, then it's an absolute benefit to Lee. And she's looked good out there. She's not that great on the offensive end. She's a good good rebounder because she's big. Obviously, she's going to be great rebounder. If she's grabbing offensive boards, easy putbacks. She has a decent floor for someone at 4,100 if you land on her. And especially if you think Brink gets in foul trouble, obviously correlations there to play her. She'll absolutely smash if she gets extended because of Brink foul trouble. On the Chicago side, Mabry, 9,500, only played 25 minutes last game, absolutely tilted me up. Shot 3 of 10. The peripheral stats were still there in 25 minutes. Obviously, you want to see more of them, but when you drop her 10, 11, 12 minutes, the peripheral stats are going to go away. Only put up 7 real-life points. Love her for tournaments. Love her as a bounce-back candidate. She should play high 30s minutes, and I love attacking the Sparks guards on defense. I love Mabry. I can't mention that enough. She is my flag plant play of the slate. Obviously, let's put her at guard. And if you think it's a sign that her minutes are going down, if she struggles, you can go elsewhere. For me, I just think the spot is perfect for her. Reese up to 9,100 is really steep, but she put together her best game as a pro, played 30 minutes, was not in foul trouble. That makes 3 straight games that she's not been in any sort of foul trouble. Shot 4 of 9, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, back to getting a bunch of rebounds. That's what you want to see. She's always going to hover around double-digit real-life points. If she's grabbing 8, 9, 12 rebounds, she has potential to pop. And she hasn't really had that great game yet. I think this could be one of those games that she's going to go under her own for being 9,100. It's going to be her against Cameron Brink. It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to that matchup. I don't mind her for tournaments. Elizabeth Williams, like I've said, she had this 150 burger. She's a mid-20s fantasy point player. For me, I just can't go for that 8,600. If you land on her, she's fine. I mean, she has upside. It's just severely capped, in my opinion. Evans had a really good game last time. I mean, back to her normal 25 that she started the season with. She dipped down to 17 here. She's just really consistent. Good cash game play. She's going to play right around 30 minutes. Should give you right around 25 fantasy points. Don't mind her. DeShields really struggled. She got extended a little bit, and I was on her if we got word that she was going to be extended. Thankfully, we did not get that because I would have not have been happy had I played her and she played 24 minutes and only put up 13 fantasy points. Shot 2 of 8. Obviously, shooting has been abysmal since she's come back. Need that to improve. Also need her to pitch in on the peripherals. If she's not going to get the peripheral stats, she's not worth 7,400. Kennedy Carter is just a spark plug, man. When they bring her off the bench, she's out there for blood. 15, 15, 18, 15, 16 minutes. I really wish they would give her extra run. She's just so fluid on the offensive end. She's got crazy high usage. 9 shot attempts in 16 minutes. She's going to put up real life points. It's if she pitches in the peripheral stats. If she does, she has 25 plus fantasy point upside. 6,400 is steep to play for mid-teens minutes. That's the only bad thing, but if for some reason she was to get extended, she's going to break the slate. Absolutely, without a doubt in my mind. Wnba only saw 5 minutes because Isabel Harrison is back. If Isabel Harrison is out, she's questionable with her knee. They may rest her. If Harrison is in, I would not play Wnba. I would be very interested in Harrison at 3,900. She played 10 minutes, put up 6 shots, grabbed 5 boards. She's a good fantasy point per minute player. I don't know if you guys played when she was with Dallas. Obviously, she missed the entire season last year. She was just way deep down on the bench in Dallas. But she deserved to play a lot more than she did. Obviously, if she plays, 3,900 is too cheap if she's going to play mid-teens minutes. If she plays, like I said, no interest in Wnba or Turner. If Harrison is out, I wouldn't mind Wnba at 5,100. She's just not going to give you much, but it's on a two-game slate. She's fine. I won't be playing her, but I mean, if I was making a bunch of lineups, you might throw her in a couple. Lindsey Allen, I do not understand why she is playing more minutes than Kennedy Carter. I don't get it. She saw 23 minutes, and she was not good. She was not good at all. She hasn't been good but 1 game this season. Actually, 2. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. She's been good in 2 of them. 2 of 5. No interest for me. I just can't. I can't play her when Kennedy Carter is less than 2,000 more and just offers so much more in the way of upside. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm really excited for this 2-game slate. If you enjoy the content, leave a like. I think yesterday's video absolutely smashed whatever the highest liked video was on the season. It like doubled it. Love to see that. Love interacting with you guys. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll answer as many as I can, or join the Discord. I'll post a link in the description. Hit the subscribe button on the road to 200. Would love to get there before the end of the month. If not, it's cool though. It was a long season. But ring the notification bell so you never miss a video, and we'll see you on the next one.